Breaking news out of the UAE, where officials say that drone attack against a nuclear power plant caused a fire at the generator on the outskirts of the facility. This is a significant attack and likely conducted by the Iranian regime. It comes as tension continues to rise across the Middle East, as the region waits to see if the war will resume in the days ahead. So far, efforts toward a diplomatic solution with Iran have been unsuccessful, with officials in Tehran unwilling to make the necessary concessions to reach a deal. President Trump spoke on his return flight from China, indicating he didn't like the first sentence of the Iranian response to the U.S. peace proposal.
I looked at it, and if I don't like the first sentence, I just throw it away.
What was the first sentence?
An unacceptable sentence. Because they fully agreed, no nuclear, and if they have any nuclear of any form, I don't read the rest of it.
So 20 years is not enough for you, it's got to be a permanent.
No, 20 years is enough, but the level of guarantee from them is not enough. In other words, it's got to be a real 20 years now.
Ford Carrier Strike Group returned to the United States after a deployment that was the longest for the U.S. since the Vietnam War. Secretary of State Pete Hegseth called the work of these sailors phenomenal. Absolute resolve, epic fury.
Resolve, epic fury. It's an incredible story, and the only story that should be told today is of the heroism and the skill and the professionalism of these sailors who went 3 times around the globe to defend that flag right there, which can only do what this strike group does.
Overnight social. One shows the president standing at a control center, the other with the caption, "It was the calm before the storm." The Iranians have accused the United States of changing their negotiating position. An attack on our nuclear facilities has already taken place once, and they claim
an attack on our nuclear facilities has already taken place once, and they claim they completely destroyed them. Yet now they are once again talking about attacking the facilities. These contradictory statements truly indicate the depth of America's confusion regarding their objectives in this war.
This is a key issue President Trump wants resolved either at the negotiating table or on the battlefield. Regional intelligence officials indicate President Trump may resume combat operations against the regime. The Iranians are conducting a strategy of deception and delay. Karg Island, which accounts for around 90% of Iran's crude oil exports, is one of the options on the table. A blockade of Iranian ports remains in place. Israeli officials say this is an existential threat for the regime. The economic situation in Iran is getting worse, increasing internal pressure. This is part of the strategy to weaken the regime internally. Let's hope a bigger war doesn't break out. The Iranian regime is still strong and built to last. President Trump is trying to handle a very complex situation ahead of the midterm elections.